Entry speed tells me everything I need to know about an athlete's deceleration. If it's too slow, for example, it might be a confidence issue or it might be a capacity issue. But either way, deceleration starts with how you enter it. So if an athlete tiptoes into the cut, they're either protecting themselves or they don't have the braking qualities. If they come in at game speed but can't control it, you'll see trunk collapse, poor shin angles, or a dangerous plant. And that's why entry speed is one of the first things that I look at and also one of the first KPIs on our checklist. It gives me a good idea of both performance and risks. As we already talked about, deceleration is a combination of capacities and skills. So on the skills side, we're asking ourselves questions like, can they aggressively drop their center of mass? Can they place the foot in the right spot relative to their center of mass? Can they reorient the trunk to stay stacked and balanced through the break? On the capacity side, we're asking questions like, do they have the eccentric rate of force development to create braking force quickly? Do they have the eccentric peak force to tolerate the load? And do they have the mobility in the ankle and hip to actually get into those positions? So without the skill, they won't know how to brake, and without the capacity, they won't be able to handle the brake. On the rehab side, entry speed is one of the biggest tells. So if an athlete consistently brakes early or comes in with a slower entry speed, it might not be pain, it might just be a lack of trust. Even if their gym numbers or isolated qualities look great, if they can't go into a deceleration at full speed, they're not ready for return to play. Change of direction testing exposes those gaps. So the good news is, with the coach's eye, entry speed is relatively easy to see. Do they slow down too early? That signals limited braking qualities or lack of trust. Do they come in too fast and lose control? That shows up as a late plant, trunk collapse, or extra braking steps. Or do they approach with intent, drop their center of mass aggressively, and hit a strong braking position? That's the efficient pattern that we're looking for. Now here's where we bring the tech in. The 1080 lets me confirm all of this. Entry velocity gives me the exact speed into the cut. If one side is consistently slower, it's measurable, not just a hunch. We can look at force time data. That shows whether braking was spread across too many steps or done with one or two strong contacts. And then we can also look at asymmetry profiles. So that highlights if one leg is doing more work than the other, which could be a huge red flag in return to play. So instead of saying, oh, well, he looks hesitant, I can actually prove it with objective data. The eye spots it and the 1080 confirms it. Entry speed isn't just how fast the athlete runs into the cut, it's actually our first layer of deceleration. It combines skill and capacity, performance, and confidence. Your eye picks up the pattern and technology confirms it.